All right, kindergartners, today I'm going to be an architect and I'm going to create a patterned house and a patterned landscape. I'm going to start with a square or rectangle shape. Your house can look like mine, a more traditional house, or you can add other details to yours to make it really unique. I put a triangle on top. I'm going to make an arched door. Maybe I will add a chimney. This is where if you have a fireplace, the smoke comes out. I'm going to add windows. Maybe these windows are rectangles, but yours could be any shape you want. Your house could be symmetrical, the same on both sides, or it could be a little asymmetrical. I'm even putting a fun little heart-shaped window there. I'm gonna put a heart-shaped handle on my door, and maybe I'll do 2 circle windows down here. Now I'm going to create a horizon line. That's where the grass meets the sky. And maybe I'll put a little tree popping out from behind the house there. Maybe one on this side as well. Maybe I'll put a sun peeking out from the side. And now I'm going to add patterns to the different areas. So for example, I'm going to make zigzag lines on my roof. I'm going to make polka dots on my chimney. I'm gonna make, I think vertical lines on my house. Some houses have something called siding on them, and that's just what they're made of, and that creates lines, but usually those go horizontally or side to side. On my door, I think I'm gonna create these loopy lines. And I'm even gonna make some patterns in the background. So maybe I'll put little hearts on my trees. Instead of apples, this tree grows hearts. Maybe my son up here, maybe he has polka dots. Maybe I'll make a cloud in the sky and make that have little X's on it. So you can see I'm just filling the landscape and the house with different patterns. The next step is painting. Now that my drawing's done, I'm ready to paint. We're going to be using watercolors. When you use watercolors, you have to start by waking up your paint. You swirl water in the color you're about to use until it's really wet. You can see there's a little puddle inside that orange. That orange puddle is actually the paint. And I'm gonna fill whatever I want orange with that. I am remembering that my paintbrush is like a ballerina. Ballerinas dance on their tiptoes. That's the tiptoes of my paintbrush. They never ever scoot on their bottoms because nobody wants to go to the booty scooting ballet. So I'm going to keep working like that until I'm ready to change colors or until my paintbrush gets thirsty. And you can see right here, my paintbrush looks thirsty. It's starting to get scratchy, so I need to add more water. This paint should never feel gooey or scratchy. It should always go on your paper very, very smoothly. So now I'm waking up that magenta color. You can see I'm adding quite a lot of water. And I'm filling this background with the magenta. When my paintbrush starts to get thirsty, I dip in the water, then back in the paint. I'm not mixing the colors. I'm only using one color at a time. My paintbrush is thirsty, so I dip in. Once I've painted an area, I do not paint it again. So you'll notice I'm going around the windows because I already painted the windows. I'm not painting an area 2 times. I would like a new color, so I'm going to rinse the brush and put water in. You can see this one looks like it's almost gone until I add all that water to it to wake it up. Now that purple really has quite a lot left. My paintbrush is feeling thirsty, and I'm gonna keep working like that until my whole painting is full, until I paint every area 1 time. And I'm not mixing colors. And I'm making sure that whenever my paintbrush gets thirsty, I'm adding plenty of water. Now you can see my pattern house is done. I've used basic shapes to build a house and then put patterns on top. And when I used the watercolors, I was so careful to keep my paint nice and wet and only do tiptoes and paint every area once. If you follow directions, I feel like you're gonna have a really cool house that you would love to live in.